My father continuously makes fun of my body and won't listen when I ask him to stop because he is just joking, so my in-laws had enough and crushed his ego. I was making coffee, and he shouted, "Why are your thighs jiggling like that? Do you train?" My mother laughed like it was the funniest thing ever, and I heard a smack and my dad yelping straight after. That's a common thing between my parents, but it usually only happens in front of others. My future in-laws said nothing, but they were confused and annoyed. After the next couple of pinches, smacks, and comments, my partner's dad lost it. He started criticizing my dad and told him that he was a pathetic excuse for a father. I told him that for all these years, he had to ensure I was okay because he didn't have a effing clue to raising a child. How sick he was for even thinking it was okay to treat a daughter like that. He made sure to tell him how he had damaged me mentally to the point of just accepting it. How often did his son have to hold me until I cried myself to sleep over one of his jokes? That went on for what seemed like forever, and my partner soon joined in. It ended up being turned to my mother, who tried to switch sides again. My partner's mother is a good woman, but she has a nasty side and wasn't afraid to show it. She is one woman you don't want to upset, aside from my aunt, who was called and gladly snuck her nose in. She ended up saying that they either apologize and get the F out or they no longer have a daughter. They apologized, but my dad still couldn't see why it was so wrong to joke. It's what fathers do. I was crying during the extent of it and still am. It was not about the fight but the fact that I knew just how pointless it was. I was right. He returned today and gave me a bag with holes cut into it. Got your outfit. Make the holes bigger for your arms and thighs, too. Make sure to wear a belt. I just froze in place and could only focus on his smirk. I was still standing there, bag in hand, as he drove away. Later today, I got a message from him about my writing and art that he found. He started mocking that, too. He commented on how I wish I could be as perfect as the characters I come up with. I use writing and drawing to cope, and he is right. I wish I could be that perfect, that confident, normal, but I'm not. I'm a fuck up. He made that clear. He made sure to let me know that I would never be as good, that I don't have the gene that's been passed down through generations. Maybe they would have done it better if my brother and sister were alive. They died at birth. So, not only am I a mistake, but I am also a second choice. I am a F up entirely. Update 2. I worked up enough courage and did what needed to be done, with the help of my aunt. She was more than happy to help and end it. She is also looking into making me rightfully hers, and I couldn't be more grateful. We made him a gift basket with a note since he loves to read what I write so much and won't bother listening in person. Dear Dad, since you like my writing so much, I decided to take the time to spell this out for you. This basket contains many options to help you. I've noticed your body has lost its good shape, which is not pleasing. So I have included many workout pamphlets and personal trainer contacts to help you with that. One in particular will surely help you with that stomach of yours. I can only imagine your frustration having a daughter who is fitter than her father. Since you love taking your frustrations out on me, I highly recommend reading through the therapist contacts I have included in this basket. I will advise you to let mom seek out these therapists, too, as her backbone is non-existent, and she lets awful men walk all over her. I can't imagine what the death of my brother and sister did to her and you, not having the chance to pass down the gene you love so much. Fun fact, 50 to 55 kilograms for a woman who is 5 feet 3 inches is healthy if not bordering on being underweight. However, 100 to 108 kilograms for a man in his 50s and scraping 5 feet 5 inches is concerningly overweight. I would suggest taking care of that. I would hate for someone to start mocking you about it. It is very unpleasant. Now, all pleasantries aside, this will be the last time you hear from me. This will be the last time I call you mom and dad. Since I have all of my documents, I no longer need to converse with you. Your names have been taken off the guest list for my 21st, which you so graciously refused to help pay for. If you do show up, I will have police escort you off the premises. If you show up at my new house or merely follow me to the store, it will result in the police being called. If you continue this behavior, I will file a restraining order against both of you. If you would like a reason for this, you will have to find it yourself. It is quite obvious, but since you are so focused on damaging me into submission, I fear you will never understand. That is not my problem. Yes, you did bring me into this world, but you are not my parents. I have a family, and you will never be a part of it. Please do take my advice and seek help. This is not a joke, Dad. Yours truly. I know the note was rushed and short, but it was all I could write. My aunt's phone has been blowing up but has ignored and blocked their numbers. She has even made sure to let the rest of our family know what has happened and why. As far as I know, they have been getting berated and disowned. I can't help but feel a little bit of pride.